Hello everybody and welcome to a new series. My name is Ben the Human and we're checking out Manor Lords today. It's a game I've had for a while and I've wanted to start a series on it. Came out a little while ago and now I'm finally getting around to it. So I hope you're in for me not knowing what I'm doing. Ditz, that's a terrible name. We're gonna rename ourselves obviously to Bendleton. Lord Bendleton, the third of his name. None of these dudes... I mean, they all have brown hair. I also have brown hair. This guy's hair is probably like the closest to mine if I let it grow out. Maybe this is me in like 15 years, lost all my hair, and I have a sick eye scar. So we're gonna go with this cool dude. This guy looks like he whines a lot. I'm gonna go with this guy. We coat of arms. I was messing around with this earlier. I'm all about green. And I kind of like this symbol here. Green and black's kind of sick. And then I love dragons, man. We're gonna go classic dragon here. Primary color red, secondary color black. We're gonna make the dragon a little bigger, like that. 1.1 versus just 1. I like the way that looks. Anything else here? I think that's good. Continue. We're gonna play Restoring Peace. I like the idea of building and expanding our village, but then we can go attack people if we so choose. So we're gonna do default Restoring the Peace. We could do Rise to Prosperity, could do On the Edge, but I think this one sounds the most interesting to me. So let's begin. I've never played this game before. This is sight unseen. So if you're looking for like the greatest Manor Lords player ever, maybe it will be me, I don't know. All right, we have 5 homeless folk. These people wait for burgage lots, causes a loss of approval, and possibility of freezing in the winters. Homeless cannot be a part of militia units either. Oh, they have names! Endress, Vite, Agnes, Lawrence. We have 2 Lawrences? 3 Lawrences? The village of Lawrences? Dorothea, I'm not saying that person's name out loud. Jacob and and Tommen? I thought they were both named Jacob for a second. Yeah, you guys are all named Lawrence. Unless there's 2 Jacobs. There might be 2 Jacobs and 2 Lawrences. All right, let's read our message. Dominance, build up your town, your manor, and when ready, press claims towards regions owned by your opponents. Once a claim has been pressed, be ready for battle. I'll unite these lands under my rule. Fantastic. In Manor Lords, families need food and fuel, and a roof above their heads to survive. Supplies in the region panel above show how much you've got left. We've got 4. That's not great. Each burgage plot consumes 1 food and 1 fuel per month. Fuel consumption in the winter is doubled, and additionally, some workplaces consume fuel per month as well. We have 4 months worth of food. We have 1 ox. We have some money owned by villagers. Okay, our villagers own 50 gold. Lot of order, 50% approval. We have 10 people. Homeless people's tents, supplies, the hitching post. That's where our ox is. The ox is named Lawrence too? Could nobody have come up with a better name for anyone? Anybody, please. Can I rename some of these people? I guess not. I mean, I'm not in charge of their names. Oh, the name. Oh, okay, so we gotta rename the city. Zweiau is a wild name. What did we name our... I can't remember the name of our Fabledom town. After you reach the next settlement level, you will be granted a development point to spend. Unlock development branches to make your region more efficient. To enact policies, you need to rise your administration level by building administrative buildings like the manor. Makes sense. Oh, this is the region. We'll keep it with Zweiau. That's kind of interesting. There's how you rotate the camera. Okay, we got roads. Some workplaces allow villagers to use handcarts to transport up to 10 goods at once. However, pulling a handcart off-road is extremely slow, so make sure you connect your buildings to roads. Got it. Let's think, before we start building roads like a madman, Let's take a look. Oh, there's a road out here. Wild animals. Iron deposit. Clay deposit. Berries. Stone. That could be useful. And that looks like that's the extent. I can't talk. It looks like that's the extent of our natural resources, at least in this zone. Adjust curvature. So I think we should focus our town in this little nook here, because we can have access to iron, we have access to clay, a rich deposit, and then berries. We can always come over here and grab this stone. There's not even that much of it, so honestly, building your town around that doesn't seem smart. Wild animals could be useful for hunting, I assume, but also we might want to be careful because they might eat our people. I'm not 100% sure if that's a thing that can happen. So we've got logging camp. Every region in Manor Lords has strengths and weaknesses. Be sure to check all the resource deposits, as well as investigate the soil fertility before deciding on the direction of your town. If your region has weak fertility, consider setting up a trade route early. How? Oh, cool. There's some underground water. Neat. That's good for our village, I assume, because we could like set up a well. Emmer? I don't know what that is. Flax is like, I know what flax is. You can make like clothes out of it. I don't know what emmer is. Does anybody heard of emmer? Barley is a good crop. Here's some fertile land for barley. Plus. Same thing with emmer there. Flax, not great fertility for flax overall. Maybe down here if we ever expand out that way. Or we could clear cut this little place and do flax. Barley also does well. Oh wait, we already knew that. Wow, this is gonna be the rye land. Holy cow! You could plant rye anywhere and it would grow. Look at this. It's like the land across the way, garbage rye land. Don't go there. In my land, you can plant rye anywhere. Smell? Fire hazard. Well, maybe we focus on being a rye, like grain. I kind of like that idea. All right, no overlay. We need to build some houses. So we got the Woodcutter's Lodge. Fell nearby trees to produce firewood. Produce timber. Okay, so this is for fuel. This must be for buildings. Then transform timber into planks, and then plant new trees. All right, I'm learning. Gathering, mining. We need houses. The Burgage plot. Living for a single family or two families when expanded. The flexible plots. Oh, I remember seeing this from the demo I watched a long time ago. Some buildings have flexible borders. Place 4 points to designate an area. The cursor will snap to roads and buildings to try and create an organic shape. You can leave more space for future extension upgrades. The first 2 points mark the front of the house by default. Makes sense. I'm kind of thinking we don't want to build our houses on top of the fertile zones. We're in spring. Where did my overlay go? Settings? Ah, here we go. When I open the... I understand. So this isn't great for flax. Better for emmer, but emmer could kind of go anywhere over here. Our whole land isn't super great for flax, honestly, unless we went up there. And then rye could go anywhere, and barley would be best over in that little nook as well. So I think building our house or our town like Main Street kind of here makes sense. So let's go place road point. How do I adjust control road curvature? Oh, I see. Interesting. So what if we just build a straight road? Oh! I see. That is incredibly weird. Why is it doing that? Okay, I like this better. I don't like the weirdo curvature that it added. It freaks me out. Maybe a little curvy. And then like back towards the clay. Maybe straight towards the clay, and then we could always do an offshoot towards the iron. Like that. All right, we've built our first road. Army is coming later. Oh man, look at the over map. Press claims to other regions when you gain enough influence. There are the outlaws. Current relations, probably not good, if I had to guess. And then you, Eichenhau. What's your name? I write to you with disdain and suspicion, for I have heard much about you and your crimes. Excuse me, I just got here. Hildebold von Barenroot. What a name. Waldbrand. I love how Germanic the game is. I have a soft spot for like Slavic and Germanic fantasy. Not that this is fantasy, but medieval. This is not my land, is it? Have I gotten all turned around? This is not my land. This is my land. I understand. Okay, so we built the road. Bear with me. All right, we would like to build the burgage plots. How many do I need? For more burgage plots. We would probably want to get everybody out of the tents, right? Marketplace? Provide space for the assigned families to set up their stalls and distribute their produce to the burgage plots. So that seems like something I need in order to distribute food to everybody. We also need, well, should definitely be on the underground water, I assume. So maybe we put that right at the limit. There. Unassigned families will work on construction automatically. All right, how many families do I have? 5? We have 10 people. I'm assuming they're like divided by 2. So what if I... Hold on. Got it. Where would... Timber transportation. Timber requires oxen to be moved. Your villagers will automatically get the ox when they need it. Good. I'm glad they're capable of building their own ox house. How big does a burgage plot have to be? Anybody know? How about this? That? That is awful. I hate that. How about this? Can we go like really far along the road? Too small. Maybe a little further back. Oh, that's right. You do it with 4 points, not... I understand. That's a field. How do I rotate you again? See, I like that there's 2 there, but I want to rotate them so they're facing the road. I know road access is obstructed. I keep hitting wrong keys. That's my bad. Like, here seems good. It's not E. Oh, thanks for the save. What's the difference between a burgage and a farmhouse? Employ families on the field. That'll be useful later. We definitely need that. So what if I built them across the road? Place plot point. Snap 2 roads. I do like that. Is this, so when you see how it's got like the house plus, that must be the extension. Like I could add 2 if I wanted to. The tents are kind of in the way of where I want to build my houses. Ah, if I see what I'm doing wrong, we should build it along the road. Ooh, okay, hold on. I'm seeing it. I'm liking this layout. Not enough goods? What do you mean, not enough goods? How much wood do we have? 8! Alright, we'll build 4 then. I've built too many. Plot is too small. The plot is now not large enough. It's a learning process. I wish this thing wasn't in the way. What do you mean, not enough goods? You said I had 8. Don't lie to me. All right, well, start with 6 then. I don't know what happened to my other wood. See, it's still there. What are you talking about? Careful, you're about to run out of timber and block yourself. Make sure you have a logging camp. Oh, we should have started with the logging camp. That's my bad. I'm confused. Why does it say I don't have timber when I have 8 timber? Does anybody understand this? Now it says I only have 1 timber. Oh, it's because because I'm using. Can I cancel you? Demolish. Yes. Okay, good. I'm learning. We need to build the logging camp before we go further. Or is it the longer? Yeah, we want timber. So let's build this. Maybe we should clear cut this. I kind of like the idea of clear cutting this land over here. There we go. I'm understanding. So 1 log to the well, 2 logs each to the burgages, 1 and 2 logs to the logging camp. And then we'll have 1 log left over, which I don't think I can do anything with. I guess we could cut a woodcutter's lodge, which might be useful, like you tuck it back in here. Are roads free? They kind of seem like they're free. I love free roads. Blam. So I like the idea of setting the woodcutter's lodge back here, and then you could build the forester's hut next door. The well has been finished. We can hire mercenaries? I don't have any money. Well, that's not true. I do have some money. There's a guy talking, and I can't quite hear him. I might have to go into the settings and up the peasant's voice sound. Exposed goods pantry. Goods stored here are vulnerable to weather damage and need to be moved to a granary. And then goods stored here are vulnerable to weather damage and should be moved to a storehouse. All right, so we should probably get our hands on the granary. Takes 2 lumber and 10 stone. Got plenty of stone, not a lot of firewood. And then the storehouse takes timber as well. So I think once they finish with that house, we should come over here and high priority, very high, highest. Yeah, make the logging camp the highest priority imaginable, because we need to get our hands on wood, otherwise we can't build anything. In almost all cases, resources in the Manor Lords have to be physically moved. It can take a moment, so feel free to change the game speed if you feel like it. Game speed controls are in the bottom right. Aha! Holy! 4 times? 12 times! I'm used to playing on like 2 times speed in most of my strategy games. It's kind of wild to imagine going that fast. Look at him go! Good job, Endris. The ox. Oh no, wait, Endris is guiding the ox. The guy whose name, he who shall not be named. Vite, Jacob, Dorothea, Agnes. Jacob again. Jacob 2. Flattening the ground. Ah! This game's so detailed. It's absolutely beautiful, too. They've done a great job on this game. Oh, you guys gave up on the house? I didn't want you all to come over here. You silly gooses. Stores 1 log. Well, that's good. Yeah, so the plan would be to get the log camp going so we can get more timber. And then as we get more comfortable with the village, it would make sense to me to get the woodcutter's lodge and the forester's hut going in here, so we kind of have a renewable source of firewood. And then maybe you would move the log camp or build a new one over by the forester's hut so they can kind of work off each other. But I think after we get the logging camp going, once everybody has a house, The next thing will be to get granary and storehouse going so our supplies don't get damaged in the weather. That seems to make the most sense to me. What else do we got going on here? We got a well, the tavern, level of entertainment. Got a new message. I've heard of your renown. I only seek to defend my rights and my honor against those who would wrong me. I hope you will not judge me by the rumors and slanders that some may spread about me. Signed and sealed by my own seal, Hildebolt von Berenroot. Right back. What can I say to this guy? Drop paragraph here. You have no rightful claim to Selbitz and Hofstetten. I require silver? Your time has come. Surprise war. This seems incredibly aggressive. Send. You have no right to Hofstetten. Still working on that? 50%. We can go ahead and speed up a little bit. We're just waiting for them to finish now. He's dragging that log over. Good job, Lawrence the Ox. Hey, a quarter done. One more log to go. Oh no, they finished. Fantastic. Select a family. Oh, select it and assign a family whenever you'd like to start production. Select. While human workforce has to be assigned by default, livestock workforce is shared between workplaces. However, you can bind it to a workplace permanently in the Advanced tab. Just watch out so you have unassigned oxen if you have any construction going on. That makes a lot of sense. Why don't we stick with just one family for now? Ah, yes, we do have five families. We are working on the burgages. We will get more burgages as we obtain more lumber. Endress and Vite are felling a tree. Could assign our oxen. Oh, cool. You can limit the work area. So if you're like, I only want you to focus on this chunk of trees here, we could do so. I think I'll leave them alone for now. We'll just stick... Well, maybe we should have two, because, like, everything is dependent on us getting more wood right now. And if we don't have the wood available, our people won't work. Because now we're down to one log. Summer's coming soon. I heard that. March through May. Frequent raining, seasonal deposits regrow. Crops grow, possible drought. That doesn't sound good. Is there a berry gathering? Aha! I was gonna say foraging and hunting. Hunt wild animals and produce meat and hides. That would be great. So I think that these are also higher priority. I think it goes granary, storehouse, and then we go for gatherer, hunter, because we'd like to get our hands on some food. Especially as this guy is growing, it's gonna reach full deposit very shortly. And the wild animals are already at full deposit. How you doing? All the wood is gone. Well, I'll be one timber. Where are you taking this timber to? Lawrence the Ox. Oh, I bet he's taking it to the logging camp, because I think the logging camp stores logs. Well is finished. Family members join one of the settlers. Ah, crap, we got more homeless people. Homeless will move to the plot, and if approval is high enough, it might attract new families too. However, families need more than just space to be happy. Click on the building to check their residential requirements. We got another burgage. We would like a market. We would like a church. And so fuel, food, clothing. Oh, the market's probably kind of important too, huh? Doesn't look like they need the tavern just yet. Is the market highly important? Man, you guys! Oh wait, family members join one of the settlers. So I assume they joined in the house? Sure did. One family. Yep. Alright, we need 3 more houses. In which case, we need 6 more logs. How are you guys doing on the logs over here, you guys? Can I get another ox? That might be helpful. Takes 20 silver? Lawrence the ox. How do the two of the villagers feel like... How do they feel being named after an ox? Or maybe the ox was named after them? These are the questions. I love... The way this game looks is just great. I love a great looking game. Who doesn't, though? That's a controversial statement if I've ever heard one. Oh, look at him go! How you do? Who shall be not be named? Oh man, they knocked that tree down fast. How much timber do you get from one tree? I don't know. They still haven't generated any logs, so your guess is as good as mine. Maybe we should go ahead. I think homelessness only matters in the winter, so we definitely want the home taken care of by then. But do we want the storage first? This is like me learning on the fly. Road access obstructed. I think the storage right here is kind of nice. Or is it better to have it closer to... honestly, probably better to have the storage closer to the things producing goods, right? So your wood, possibly clay and iron in the future. How many logs we got? We got 4 logs. Wow, we're cooking with gas now. All right, throw the timber down there. And then the granary should be close-ish to our food supply too. I think we'll stick it in the middle. This will be kind of the center of the village here. Can I squeak a road through there? Nope. You can't blame me for trying. Maybe this will be the crossroads. You know what? I kind of like that. Thusly. Now we've got a crossroads for... I like that as the road gets more traveled, it gets wider too, which is really neat. I think we have enough space to fit one more house in here. And then we can build, either continue down here when the homeless people's tents are gone, or we could build houses on the other side. How you guys doing on logs? We've got 3, but some of them are gonna go to the storehouse. So I think we go ahead... Let's see, we did storehouse, we did granary. So let's let those 2 finish before we get all happy with building other things. I think we go ahead and fast forward a little bit here. Oh, I was like, where did the oxen go? He just wandered away. Storehouse is finished. That was fast. I guess that's what happens when you're running on 4 times speed. We should have somebody assigned to the storehouse to be able to transport goods around town. These guys are doing great work. Holy cow. They're felling the whole forest. We've almost transported all of the granary. How long does it take to transport rocks? Do you need the oxen to transport the rocks? It doesn't look like it. Assuming Lawrence here transporting stone. Look at him go. He's got a backpack of stone. Strong lad. 2 timber. Okay, so we could get another house. Farming we haven't quite set up yet. Definitely no industry, trade, administration. Maybe the next thing we do is the market? Let's try and parse it out. So we could have one person, we could go down to 1 family working the logging camp. 1 family running the storehouse, 1 family running the granary. We have 2 more families available for jobs. We could do gatherers, seasonal. Maybe we do hunters, because wild animals you can hunt all year and you can only gather seasonally. And if we get more people, we could Overlaps animal habitat. Will cause migration. Okay, so you don't want to be in the animal zone. You want to be next to the animal zone. Oh, sweet. No construction cost for the hunting camp. I should have read that before. And the forager's hut is only 1. More market area for their stalls. Okay, so the market area, highly, highly necessary then. Is it logistics? Pack station. Hitching post. Tavern? Where did I see the market? Burgage, well. Wooden church? Corpse pit! Hey! Settlers camp, manor. Why? I saw... There it is. Oh, it's under residential. Okay, I just like scrolled right over it. How big do you need to be? Maybe we put this at the Nexus. Let's see. How big does this need to be? Available stall location is 1. I think we need to have at least 4 stalls. So if we make like a square-ish. 9 stalls! Is that too many? Maybe that is good. Like, gives us a ability to expand if needed. No construction cost for the market? Holy cow! Supply and demand. A well-supplied marketplace is the lifeblood of your town. Assigned families will set up stalls automatically as long as there is enough space in the market. Hover over specific categories to check your current supply and demand. Burgage plots closest to the market get their market requirements filled first. That makes sense. Alrighty. No food, no fuel, no clothing. I don't know why I find that funny. Logging. We got 2 logs. We're making the granary, so we'll put our food away shortly, soonish, maybe. Yeah, we'll put the bread away, so it's not just sitting on the ground. And then I assume we can put our storage or our tools away as well. Ah, he's moved the stone. I bet he moves the tools next.
Summer's coming soon.
Summer's coming soon. You already said that. It's still March. We haven't gotten into April yet. 2 living spaces. We're halfway to hunting camp. Clay deposit and iron, that's like next tier. We still gotta set up the village first.
Oh, there they are.
Firewood stall. Hey, we got firewood. Good job, Jacob. Fantastic. And then we do. So let's see. I'm still trying to. So 1, 2, 3, 4 for the hunters, and then the log cabin or the firewood guy, woodcutter's lodge, should also be somewhat high-ish priority. So we can start gathering firewood. All right, things are looking up. I'm pretty pleased with how things are going. I think this is a good place to pause the first episode of the series. So if you guys enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more Manor Lords or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.